Parents, it's the news you've been waiting for. We now have a better idea of how your child will learn this fall in Rockford.
The biggest school district in our area released its preliminary plans. RPS 205's plan allows most parents to choose either remote or in-person learning for their kids. The district says it's working with local, state, and national health experts. What we do know is students and staff will wear masks and social distance when possible.
But in the meantime, we are working really hard to go forward with this plan, and we're excited about being able to offer lots of options for our families, and we are hopeful we can balance the interests not only of safety, but also of making sure that we provide that support for our students and those equitable educational opportunities.
So here are some of the things that you need to know from the district's initial plans. If there is an outbreak at a school, it will close. If a school closes for any length of time, all in-person learning will move to remote learning. The district will provide transportation for all in-person learning students, and it will also provide meal for all students, regardless of whether he or she is in the classroom or at home. Meal pickup is expected to be grab and go, just like what we saw in the spring and the summer. Again, this is just a preliminary plan. The district is still working out finalizations and more details.
So now let's break down the district's initial plans by age group, starting with its early childhood programs. Children ages 3 to 4 will learn at school. Right now, there is no remote option for the early childhood programs. Students with medical exemptions, though, can still participate and learn remotely. For children in kindergarten through 5th grades, families can choose between full-time remote learning or full-time in-person learning. Under the district's current plan, remote students will share a remote teacher with other remote students, and students will either have an iPad or a Chromebook to learn from at home.
But when it comes to middle and high school students who choose in-person instruction, only a certain number of days per week will be spent actually inside the classroom. Our 13 News reporter Mary Sugden spoke with the district superintendent. She joins us live with the idea behind this setup tonight. Mary?
James, middle and high school students who select in-person instruction will only be in the classroom for 2 days a week, with the remaining 3 be spent in remote learning. I spoke with Dr. Aaron Jarrett about how the district came up with this number.
We ultimately really made that decision because of a couple key safety factors. We wanted to maximize the ability for our students to get the social, emotional support of face-to-face, and we really think it's an equity issue when students don't get that face-to-face option.
Jarrett says when you compare middle and high school classrooms to elementary classrooms, elementary schools typically have a group of fewer than 30 students staying in one classroom. Because there's much more classroom changing in middle and high school, Jarrett says students enrolled in-person will only be in school 2 days a week and staggered into an A and B group. Group A will meet in person Monday and Thursday, while Group B meets Tuesday and Friday.
We felt like the alternating schedule concept at the secondary level was a safer option, whereas we thought we could really maximize safety while still having 5 days a week for elementary.
Now you'll hear the full sit down I had with Dr. Jarrett tonight on WREX during our 1-hour special on everything back to school. It kicks off at 7 p.m. and you'll also hear from experts like Dr. Sandra Martell, a pediatrician, the IHSA, and more. But for